Right, so here we are again. I apologize for kind of falling off the video confessional wagon. Um, Also not gonna lie, I don't remember the last thing talked about. So we're just gonna kind of pick up. We're gonna continue where I last remember. Oh my god, this fucking video is already scuffed. Uh, so, things are going decent. Um, Pretty sure I made Final 13, if not 14, which is fine. Um, Things kind of got blown up last night, um, with Instinct because Dylan and Derek had a talk, where they kind of figure out that, like, Instinct is kind of has his hands in a bunch of different cookie jars. Um, and there's like a really powerful group of five, and of course it's a bunch of straight men, which isn't a problem. I am not gonna say that that's a problem, but yeah, there's a bunch of comp threats who are all in an alliance together, and that's fun. So we're just kind of, oh my god. So it's Instinct, Vinny, Jack, Nick, Logan, I think. I think that's the fifth one. Which is a really strong five. Um, so Dylan and I need to have a talk with Jojo and Cass to kind of basically say, hey, you can't trust Instinct. Like, there, you cannot trust that guy. Um, who, as I know of, is Jojo's number two. So that'll be a fun conversation to have. I might let Dylan do that one. Um, they also have between the five of them, three powers in that group. We know what two of them are, according to Kendall. Although, if there's anyone who can get information, I don't doubt that it's Kendall. Um, so we don't know Logan's. We know that Jax is he has unlimited veto and unlimited HOH, which we don't know what Vinny's is. I know what two of the four powers are. And then Jacob's power is he can't be damaged. Um, which, based on the image descriptions that Logan gave us, sounds correct. Um, so yeah, oh my god, there's just a bunch of shit that happened. I completely forgotten about the feast already. Um, so feast happens. I was never gonna go to the feast because I knew that somebody could potentially either try to take me out and throw their own game just to take me out, or they could potentially target me, um, and try to do a duel with me to take me out and build that resume. So I was never gonna do it. I mean, I believe in my ability to win challenges, but I also don't want to bet my entire game on that. Um, I also knew that if I didn't go and not uh and eight people didn't go, I was gonna do better than majority of people in that house anyways. So I was kind of safe no matter what. Um, didn't do as well as I would have hoped, but I was also hungover and could not comprehend pipes that day apparently because I took way too long. Um, but yeah, I mean I still did really well. But yeah, so we lost Nova, Styles, and Klee, and and JC, which this is like four people that I planned on taking, like that I planned on building close relationships with, and having that take me to the end. So that was fun. Um, and then Vinny. Jack. Vinny and Jack winning was worst case scenario for me. Um, literally don't think it could have gone any worse. Trying to think who else would have. Nope, that's about it. Literally could not gonna have gone any worse. You know what? We move. Instinct wins HOH. He guarantees me safety, which is fine. I'm cool with that. Um, but he does renom Kendall, which, based on how I was talking last night, me and Dylan kind of figured either him or Kendall or somebody else that we were close to would go up. Um, I'm not mad at a Kendall renom whatsoever. Um, I personally do not fuck with Kendall anymore. Love him as a person, but um, as a player, don't even get me started. Um, he is fucking atrocious as a player. I'm so sorry to say that, but like, I don't think I've ever met somebody so leaky before. Like, and I leak things on VC all the time. Like, I own up to that. But fucking Kendall is just like, I don't understand how he does it. I cannot fathom how he does not keep anything in his mouth. Like, I was gonna make an inappropriate joke there, and I'm just not going to. I just cannot understand how he does it. It's just like he opened one-on-ones. He opened the one-on-one server on stream and started messaging Styles. Styles is at the bottom of his one-on-ones. You know what's under that? Fucking alliances. So I was like, I told Kendall once he opened it, I'm like, Kendall, fucking close your screen. Like, and he didn't, he wouldn't, and I couldn't tell him, hey, maybe you should close it because you're gonna leak all the alliances underneath. And I told him afterwards, and he was like, oh, I never really thought about that. Like, anyways, Kendall is hopefully going home here, and I don't have to worry about it anymore because I'm over it. I'm so over it. Um, and I've been telling Dylan for a while now, like, Kendall needs to go because apparently people are treating us as a trio, which is just not good for my game whatsoever. And I've been trying to, like, this round, I've been trying to say, like, I'm not voting to keep Kendall. I am voting Kendall out. Like, don't put me with him. And fucking Kendall goes around telling people that I'm voting to keep him after I told him. Well, actually, he said that before I said anything to him. And then he said it after I told him I was voting him out. And I'm like, what part of, hey, I think I have to vote you out here, do you not fucking understand? Oh, I'm so over it. I'm so over, unbelievably over it. Um, yeah, I'm just like, he at least gave, he for some reason gave me his full course meal, and you know what? I'll take it. I now have 6 veto opportunities, which is almost half of the veto opportunities left. No, it is half of the veto opportunities. More than half, a good amount of veto opportunity. We're just gonna leave it at that. I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. Um, yeah. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Uh, duo of the season. Me and Dylan still going strong. We better get fucking duo of the season, or I'm gonna riot. Like, I don't think I've ever had such a good duo. Um, and he's not even like a duo at this point. Like, he's a genuine friend, which I absolutely love. That's why I play these games, is to make friends. And, you know, I for sure made a really, really good friend there. I was gonna say lifelong friend, but that seems a bit like, I don't know. Fuck, we're just gonna go with it. Um, but yeah, it's Going probably about as well as it could be at this point. Um, Nick reached out. Fuck, I need to message Nick. Nick reached out to me. Let me do that right now. About working together, and I was supposed to have a talk with him tonight, and then we never did. Um, but yeah. Um, that's kind of what's happening. Um, I am getting an in with Nick, which is good. I don't fully trust it yet because it kind of came from nowhere, although I think it probably I kind of freaked out about me being first out in the attack or defend competition, but I think it actually worked out really well in my favor because people think I'm kind of on the outs now, which is good for me, and I think that's why Nick reached out, is because of that. So I'm really hoping that it kind of opens up a new path for me. Um, and if it doesn't open a path, it at least opens an olive branch, which I can then use to further me in the game. Um, so yeah, I'm kind of like, I don't know, I feel like I've got decent connections with people. Like, Dylan's got a connection with Derek. Derek's reached out to me about working together, which is good. Um, I've got a connection with JoJo and Cass. I've got a connection with Nick. I've got a connection with Will through Derek. Um, JCAF and Joanna we're still working together. Especially now that I'm saving JCAF. Um, Jack, I think I'm gonna try to get something working there. Because I did really enjoy playing Roblox with him and he seemed really cool. Um, Now I don't trust Australians, but technically he's an Australian because he's been living in Australia for a year, so we'll see. I'm not gonna base it off of one bad experience I had with an Australian, but yeah. Um, we'll see. I'm just kind of like taking it week by week. Usually in Big Brothers, I have control over a lot of what's happening, and I don't have that this game. I think controls divvied up pretty well, surprisingly, throughout the people. So I'm hoping, like, usually I can plan multiple steps ahead. Um, and I just, like, I can do that, but I also know that whatever plan I make will probably get blown up by an HOH win. So I'm kind of just biding my time till then. I do also know that at some point, me and Dylan are going to be put up against each other, and that's going to be really rough. Um, I really hope to be wrong about that, but I feel like the only way to get one of us out is to put us up against each other. Because I think I have the votes to stay if I'm up against pretty much anyone else, maybe Cass or JoJo. But like, I'm trying to think who else. I don't know. I don't want to get that far, but well, no. I want to get that far into assumptions and what ifs. But I have a feeling like everyone knows me and Dylan are a duo. We're a very, very public and open duo. Everyone's talking about the two of us as if we're playing the same game and we're together no matter what. So it's gonna happen at some point, in which case I have to hope one of us wins veto. But they wouldn't, the issue there is they would not um, nominate us initially. One of us would be backdoored. So when that time comes, I need to play veto and I need to ensure one of us is safe. So yeah. Um, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I feel like I'm in a decent position. I'm definitely not at the bottom, but I'm definitely not at the top. Um, I mean, I guess I could be at the top or the bottom. I don't know. I don't give myself enough credit for a lot of these things. And then I'm always shocked when I play a good game. Um, but we'll see. There's a lot of game left, but I've at least made jury. I'm extremely happy about that because I would have been so devastated if I've gotten this far just to like be pre-jury. Um, and regardless of what happens, I'm extremely proud of myself from, last season being second boot to getting this far to surviving 18 other people so far is an extremely big achievement to me. I mean, basically, that's an entire Big Brother game. 18 other people is a Big Brother game. Um, so, or at least would make me top five if we were talking about last season. So, I'm extremely proud of myself, and no matter how far I get, I'll be extremely proud of myself. Do I want to win just to say, fuck you? I was second boot to winner? Yes. But I do think I've proven myself at this point. Um, and like I said, I'll be a bit upset if I lose, but it's just how the game works, unfortunately. And I won't be surprised when that time comes, because I am amazing and I will win this game if I make it there. And I know that people know that, and I'm gonna take it in stride and as a compliment. So, yeah, that's my update. I will try to make these more frequent. Um, but yeah, that's about where we're at right now.